Hi and welcome to another YouTube video. In today's video there were just so many things that I loved about this build and about doing this build, and I am so excited to tell you about this and to talk about this. So first off is that with this build I was just in my comfort zone. This build is a collab with lesierras, who I am going to talk about more a little bit later, but we both thought that now for the beginning of spring, when at least here where I am right now, in Germany, by the way, the first blue skies are coming out. I can see the sun again, which makes me so happy, and also flowers are starting to bloom and stuff. I'm just here for spring. I am so excited that spring is here, and yeah, that the nature is returning. And so we both thought it would be so nice to have a nice spring-inspired naturey landscape with some cutesy houses and just, yeah, really capture that spring spirit. And so I started with doing the landscape, and as you can already see in the landscape, there are two waterfalls that were so much fun to just decorate and design. And then there is a river in the middle, and there are two halves of this lot that I worked on. And yeah, so one half later belongs to lesierras, and I already saw the result. I was a little curious and I scooped around on the gallery and I saw it, and it's just, oh my god, everything about it is beautiful, but especially the interior in her build and the color scheme is just chef's kiss. Absolutely go check out lesierras. I linked her channel in the description, and I'm also going to link the video directly as soon as we both got our videos out. But yeah, so I was in charge of the landscaping first, and this was so much fun. At the moment it is still in the ugly phase. I don't know if you're a builder yourself or if you're an artist yourself, if you know the ugly stage. I personally am someone who struggles with pushing through in the ugly state, but yeah, here I just basically got a bunch of rocks out of the debug menu and just compiled them and then sorted out what needs to go where. And also at that point in time the terrain looked still a little bit janky and wasn't all the way smoothed out yet, but later when we have all of those different flowers, it's going to be, I don't want to say it's going to be amazing because it's my own builds and it kind of feels weird to say, but I just had so much fun with this build. This one really made me happy because I really think this is my comfort zone. Just lots and lots of flowers placed in a chaotic order sort of way. So just a bunch of them placed in a seemingly chaotic way that still follows certain patterns. I think I would describe my landscaping style as. And then yeah, all of the waterfalls as a detail element that I really love to use. Then just the whole theme, the whole spring theme. Then for my build on my side of the lot, I did a tiny house, which I absolutely love to do. And yeah, so I think that's just totally my comfort zone. And after pushing myself with a lot of my builds recently, just doing something that I felt I just didn't need to think, I could just let my hands move, and they created this. That was just such a nice experience, and I think we are slowly getting towards getting out of the ugly stage. The flowers really help, and now the terrain is a little bit more smoothed out and all of the stones are placed, so it's starting to look like something which is really nice to know. And so yeah, now I can talk a little bit about lesierras, my partner for this build, who is actually a wonderful creator who also does Sims content, not just building, but is also an amazing builder. Especially I'm especially a fan of her interior designs. I think they are stunning. I don't know if you follow a lot of my build tours from my shell challenges, you should be familiar maybe with lesierras interiors. They are always top notch, so can definitely recommend. But they also do gameplay and also create some things, and just like all around very talented, but most of all a very like lovely, supportive and kind human being, because lesierras was actually one of my first like 30 subscribers, I think. So one of the first 30 people to subscribe to my channel. And ever since then, I feel like there were barely any videos where there weren't any like kind words from her underneath the video, and just like so much love and support that I've received. And I don't know, I'm so grateful. And now lesierras, at this point of me recording the voiceover, is only 9 subscribers away from reaching 1000, which is such an incredible milestone. So if you're watching this video right now, please do me a favor and check out lesierras and help her reach that milestone and so many more in the future. You won't regret it. Absolutely, absolutely lovely human being. And yeah, so I was so honored to work with her, and she did such an amazing job on her half of this build. And at this stage in the build, I had kind of laid out like some basic floor plan, not floor plans, but some basic buildings for both sides of the map or the lots, just so that I could imagine in my head how this could be split and how they would fit onto the lots and stuff. So yeah, this was not meant as like a shell challenge for her, because I already did like all of the landscaping, and I was always so worried if I was like doing too much or taking like too much control over the build by doing the landscaping and also doing my build, even though I didn't do the complete landscaping on the right side. I always had a problem with left and right. I hope you can excuse that little pause I needed there to think. But yeah, so I didn't complete the landscaping on the right side. There was also like lots of room. I just did the basic things like the landscaping next to the river to kind of frame the river and give it the shape that I wanted it to have, and just like the basic walkways and areas. But everything that you see me do from this point onwards, I only do on my side of the build, and only decorate this one so that there is still like room for creativity, and yeah, just enough room to express herself on the other side. Also, the build that I put there and left there was not meant as a shell challenge whatsoever, so she could have just like deleted it, disregarded it, and never looked at that one again. That was just for me to lay out where maybe a house would fit. I have seen, I think in the end she kept the shell as it was, but I did tell her that she could do with it whatever she wanted. So don't think that I just was trying to like take control of everything or something. I was very worried about that, but she said it was absolutely fine, and she I hope she had a good time working with me. And yeah, this was such a joy to work on. And then when it got to the build itself, it was very small, which I usually love to do. I love to like piece together these houses, and I also think especially the exterior of this house turned out so cute. It's nothing special, like it's always this thing with these smaller builds. They usually are like show-stopping wow moment kind of builds, but they are usually like a little bit basic. But this one, they are just so cute, and this one also was so cute and had like, I think, this romantic touch to it on the exterior, which just made me fall in love with this build so much. But because this was a collab, I just wanted to bring my A game with this house. I don't know if like with the house itself I did at the end, but I also had so much like plans for the interior and so many things that I wanted to execute, which led to me in the end like furnishing the interior and forgetting that I need a bedroom. Which is not the smartest thing to do. And so like in the end, when I was just like done with the interior to a point where I was really happy with it, I realized that I had not planned for a bedroom, which is a really dumb mistake to make. But gladly there was still this unused backyard space that I didn't really know what to do with anyways. So what I did was I just added a room. I added a complete bedroom at the end, and that makes the shape that the final build has slightly funny. So like from the front it looks like this very cute like very small micro home, and then you move the camera upwards and you just see this tail that this house has. I don't know, it made me giggle so much. I absolutely love this house with all of its quirks and weirdness. But yeah, I think that the house itself on lesierras side turned out better, but I still love mine, so that is amazing. And yeah, I hope that you are going to love like both of ours and what we did with this whole build. I hope that you have a lovely day. And with that, I think this build is almost complete. I hope that you liked and enjoyed this video. If you would consider subscribing, not just to me, but also to lesierras, that would make me super duper happy. And I hope we'll see each other again. Enjoy the tour, but the tour is only from my side. No spoilers here.